50 right here, setting back up. First row, second row, third row, drums in the back. I'm the 50. I'm the 50.
Do you want multiple conductors?
If you want to.
No one's even going to be looking at me though.
Front row, you gotta move over.
And here is Shake It Off. Here's Shake It Off. Everyone up on me. Mark time. And 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Make sure that you can see me. Make sure that you can see me. We did have a little bit of pushing and pulling as we went through. Natalie, I feel like we have time to do one more, but that's what I want to. You ready to start? You want one more? This is the fight song over and over and over again. Cool? 4 from Matthew in between. Horns are up. And here we go. Fight song. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, on.
Good afternoon. As you all prepare this day to become bishops, I stand before you as a Christian chaplain. And I know we come from many worldviews, and I invite you to join me in a spirit of prayer as your faith tradition would indicate. And if you claim no tradition as your own, then I invite you to join me in a moment of reflection. Will you join me now? As we enter this space of new beginnings, this sacred moment, this first inhalation of a story yet untold, as we stand upon the temporal fulcrum and turn upon this bend in the road, as we grow from child to adulthood and change strikes all we have ever known. In this beginning, in the midst of these uncertain times, where equality long deferred demands to be actualized, where global challenges continue to shape our dreams and our lives, where each of us sits next to another, waiting to be recognized. May we find love in this place. May we find home in these people. May we find curiosity to seek difficult answers and courage to face hard truths. And may we find joy in the journey as we slowly discover all that we shall yet become. Amen.
Well, good afternoon. Welcome to this 182nd Convocation at Ohio Wesleyan University, your new home. Today marks the official opening of the 23-24 academic year. My name is Matt Vandenberg, and I am so honored to have this wonderful responsibility to serve you as your president. Now, just like you, I am brand new here. I believe that we are starting out our journeys at the exact same time and all together. And I don't know about you, but I am excited. I am nervous, and I'm trying to find parking. You and I have only just arrived, but we've already been ingrained in part of OWU's traditions, including this annual ceremony. This is a chance for you and your families and your new faculty and staff to celebrate the beginning of this epic adventure. Now, the next time that we gather here, it's going to be 4 years from now at your commencement ceremony, your graduation ceremony. I bet that feels like an eternity to you right now. But as literally tens of thousands of former students, now our alumni, would attest, that time goes by in the blink of an eye. Those alumni would also say about their OWU experience that it isn't just about what you learn. It's about the people. It's about the relationships. And building those relationships, that doesn't happen all at once. It builds over time and with baby steps. So over the next several days, you're gonna have a chance to meet and interact with classmates at Camp OWU, in the residence halls, over meals, and even on your downtime. Now, next week, after you've had the chance to settle in a little bit, about 1,000 returning students are going to move back in. And all of that fun and excitement is going to build from there. If you're feeling anxious, I want you to know that that is completely normal. And as I've learned at OWU in just a handful of weeks, help is always just within reach. Nearly everywhere you turn, there's somebody who's going to be able to help you or offer some sort of useful advice. And here to offer you some advice is one of the first students that I ever met, and one of the first people I ever met at OWU, and probably the first or second person to ever give me advice at OWU. Justice Clark is a senior from Oklahoma City. He's majoring in biology and pre-medicine, and he is president of your student government. He is also an active participant in OWU's Black Men of the Future organization. Now, Justice has done an amazing job of taking advantage of the OWU connection. He has had a research internship for the last 2 summers at Ohio State. This past May, he traveled to Europe with students and faculty to learn how different countries prepare to help first-generation college students to be successful. This coming May, Justice is going to be the first person in his family to earn a college degree. Justice, Mr. President, you are a powerful example of the possibilities here at OWU, and I want you to know how proud we are of you. So please, everyone, if you would, join me in welcoming Justice Clark.
I just want to say thank you, President Vandenberg. I appreciate that. And I also want to say thank you to you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the next generation. So hello and welcome to you all. I'm so excited and happy to meet you all, some of the best minds, leaders, and world changers of this next generation. Some of you may have come from a city close to Delaware. Others have traveled far and wide between states, and others have traveled internationally just in pursuit of attending Ohio Wesleyan University. Now, I know you all may be feeling a lot of emotions right now. Some of you may feel excited, others may feel a little bit nervous or afraid, and others might be very eager to begin their journey. Well, I'm here to tell you that I know all of you are qualified and have the potential to succeed and excel here at OWU. Even though you all are extremely smart and capable, here are 3 lessons that I've learned that will contribute and lead to a fruitful and successful college experience here at OWU. Tip number 1, start strong academically. This means putting your best effort into your academics as soon as you start. This will help you learn to know and utilize Ohio Wesleyan's academic resources. Be sure to visit the Writing Center, schedule tutoring sessions for subjects like calculus and chemistry, and make sure to attend your professor's office hours for clarification or course material. Finally, never be afraid to ask for help from your professors, from other students, or other faculty members. We don't know everything, but someone is bound to have the answer, and that can make a massive difference in the difficulty of your course. Tip number 2, find ways to join the OWU community. I highly encourage you all to find ways to become part of our campus community. This can be done by joining our diverse selection of student-run clubs and organizations, such as the Wesleyan Council of Student Affairs, or WCSA for short, academic student orgs like Women in Science, known as WINS, Nerds, our Neuroscience Club, Pre-Med, Pre-Law, and many more. You can also join our multicultural student orgs like Horizons International, Black Student Union, Viva, and many others. Joining a student org like Black Men of the Future has not only helped me join the OWU community, but it's also helped me find my identity as well, not only as a student, but as a person pursuing their medical degree and going to med school. Additionally, be sure to attend on-campus events like Welcome Week, the Student Involvement Fair, Day on the J, and other campus events hosted by your fellow student orgs as well. Tip number 3, take advantage of every opportunity to advance your understanding and experience in your major and other fields of interest. This can be in the form of internships through the school semester, or most likely during the summer. One of the internships I participated in was the Ohio 5 Sure program, which provided me the opportunity to conduct research at The Ohio State University. For the first summer, we studied the effects of advertising on the public's perception of Juul/e-cigarettes. For the second summer, we studied the potential use of the patient portal to promote and schedule colorectal cancer screenings at federally qualified healthcare centers. Our main goal was to lower colorectal cancer rates in African Americans. Other opportunities available to you are study abroad programs and theory to practice grants. These are opportunities for you to travel either across the United States or to other countries where you'll be able to get hands-on experience in your field of interest. This summer, I was able to join a theory to practice grant to Denmark and Germany, where we studied the similarities and differences in the experience of first-generation college students there in comparison to our first-gen students here in the United States. These are just a few of the tips that I've learned over the years as I've attended OWU. And I'm sure you all will learn these and many other tips as you're about to start your own journey. All of you are capable and were chosen to attend OWU for a reason. You have talents, skills, and character that not only Ohio Wesleyan University needs, but our world needs as well. Congratulations, and welcome to OWU, fellow bishops.
Outstanding job. Thank you, Justice, and great advice. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adam Smith. I am the Vice President of Enrollment here at Ohio Wesleyan University. It is with great honor and enthusiasm that we welcome to Ohio Wesleyan the class of 2027. Over the last year or so, you all started a journey that involves submitting applications, writing essays, and logging miles as you traveled to campus across the country with your parents and other family members, finding that right fit. Well, I can't tell you how thrilled we are that OWU was the right fit for you. There is no question that individually and collectively, you are a very accomplished group. Listen to this. You represent 30 states and 21 countries. 30% of you are the first in your family to go to college. And 59 of you have a family member who has attended OWU. Go Bishops. Academically, you're a very talented group, with over 100 of you reporting being members of the National Honor Society. 11 of you were valedictorian of your high school class. And outside the classroom, you've also kept very busy. I don't know how you have time to sleep. 268 of you participated in varsity sports while in high school. 116 of you were team captains. And 30 of you were all-star, all-state, or all-region in a varsity sport. 86 of you were involved in theater, with 28 of you playing a lead role or serving as director of a production. 137 of you were involved in a music group of some kind in high school, with 47 of you participating in marching band. And big shout out to the OWU marching band. They were awesome, weren't they? Well done. 8 of you were editor of your school's newspaper or yearbook, and 7 of you were active in Model UN. In addition to these activities, you made your mark in other ways as well. 14 of you achieved Eagle Scout or earned the Silver or Gold Girl Scout Award. 53 of you served as president of a club in your high school, and 15 of you were student body or class president. At least 46 of you were heavily involved in a club dedicated to diversity, equity, and inclusion. And 178 of you held a part-time job while in high school. Here are just some more fun facts about the class of 2027. Many of you have not decided on a major. That's okay. That happens to be one of the most popular majors, right? Undecided. But the most popular academic majors that you listed on your applications this year were business administration, psychology, zoology, biology pre-med, and health and human kinetics. In case you're wondering, some of the most popular names in the class are Grace, Lauren, Abigail, Chloe, Claire, Connor, Aiden, Michael, Andrew, and Cameron. You all should find yourselves and high-five each other at some point. That's pretty cool. I also want to mention a few specific accomplishments just to give you a sense of the diverse interests of your classmates. They're pretty cool. Among all of you include someone who has traveled to Israel to compete on the USA track team, someone who spent a gap year in the special soccer training program in Rome. We have a member of the wrestling junior Olympic team, someone who played Belle in Beauty and the Beast, and another who played Melman, the giraffe in Madagascar, and Sunny in Greece. Someone co-founded the World Culture Club in their high school, and someone played their school's steel pan orchestra. This one is very cool. One who did research on endangered vultures, and another who participated in 3 NASA asteroid searches, and one who conducted research on turning sawdust into cooking fuel. We have someone joining us who has received the National African American Recognition Award, and someone who owns his own landscaping business. There's someone in the crowd who was an all-around champion with their club gymnastics team, and also someone who started their own soccer camp for kids ages 6 to 14. We have the co-founder of the student-run coffee shop of their high school, joining the OWU class of 2027. And someone here has never missed a day of school in his entire academic career. I won't put him on the spot, but that's impressive and much better than I can say, I'll tell you that. We have a research assistant from Cal State Fullerton and someone who performs both tap and ballet with the California Dance Academy joining us, a molecular lab intern with the Ohio Department of Agriculture, and someone who has a passion for restoring classic European and domestic cars, and another who enjoys building and designing his own keyboards. We have someone who enjoys taking care of goats, and someone who has has earned their black belt. And last but not least, we have someone who has competed in the National Robotics and Computer Science Olympiad. The list of accomplishments goes on and on. You bring many interests, achievements, and accolades to Ohio Wesleyan, and our community will be better for your enthusiasm and aspirations. You all have the potential to excel here, and every member of the community looks forward to helping you discover and achieve your goals. President Vandenberg, members of the senior leadership team, distinguished faculty and staff, I am thrilled to have the opportunity to present to all of you the Ohio Wesleyan class of 2027. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adam. On behalf of our Board of Trustees, our faculty and staff, our current students, and about 40,000 alumni across the globe, I am proud to officially welcome you to Ohio Wesleyan University as students. You know, as I look out at each of you, it's not lost on me that you have had to overcome a lot just to get here. Graduating from high school and gaining admission into college is a special accomplishment under any circumstances. But you didn't exactly have the easiest path here, did you? You're members of the so-called COVID generation, a cohort that endured the severe impacts of the global pandemic. A few years ago, with little warning, the familiar hallways of your high school turned empty within mere days. Overnight learning became a virtual endeavor, and pixelated screens gave way to, pixelated screens replaced the warmth and humanity of the personal interactions that we all enjoy. Events and dances and extracurricular activities that formed the fabric of your social life vanished into thin air. Your future suddenly had some barriers. Now, no generation in the history of secondary education, I would contend, has had to endure as much sudden, harsh, and anxiety-producing change as you. Yet you persisted because you are determined. You adapted because you are resilient. And you persevered because you are you. In the words of the wise 21st century existentialist philosopher, Taylor Swift, shake it off. Shake it off. And that's exactly what you did. And by the way, in shaking it off, you happen to choose a university that's more relevant to your own history and your own personal story than you probably first realized. As it turns out, Ohio Wesleyan University didn't start out as a college. Our first building, now known as Elliott Hall, and that is the yellow building right behind you, that actually started out in the early 1800s as a resort, a place of healing and rejuvenation, of health and enrichment. And that resort revolved around a sulfur spring located just steps from where we are right now. And visitors, well, they believed that the spring's mineral-rich waters provided healing benefits. This was a place of solace, of relief, and of inspiration in an incredibly challenging world. By 1840, that resort fell on hard times, and it closed. And a local man, a pastor by the name of Adam Poe, he personally donated and raised the funds to purchase that building and the surrounding land and to establish a university of, quote, the highest order. 2 years later, your university was born. Our original campus icon, Elliott Hall, once stood where University Hall is today. The building would go on to survive being placed on logs and rolled across the hill. It would survive a 1903 fire, a 1913 flood, 2 world wars, economic downturns, not one but 2 global pandemics, and all the baggage that comes from 190 trips around the sun. You've chosen to continue your education at an institution whose DNA, whose very soul is rooted in the mission of rejuvenation and healing and transformation. You've selected a university whose faculty and staff understand on the deepest levels that challenge reveals character, that adversity breeds opportunity, and that triumph defines destiny. As you take your first steps at your new university, remember that the spirit of renewal and resilience that courses through its history. Just as our first building transformed from a healing sanctuary into an institution of higher learning, you too have the power to transform challenges into triumphs. As you add your own chapter to the OWU history books, let the stories of those who came before you inspire you to shake off the setbacks, to surmount the obstacles, and to carve out your own path of excellence. You are in the driver's seat, and we are here to help. Welcome to a community that believes in you. A community where the spirit of the sulfur spring lives on today. So let the echoes of our past inspire your journey toward your dreams.
Good afternoon. My name is Carlin Crowley, and I'm the Provost and Chief Academic Officer of Ohio Wesleyan. How many of you know the Ohio Wesleyan motto? It's on our are you for real? You raised your hand. All right, I'm calling on you. I'm quizzing you later. It's on our seal, and it goes, In lumine tuo videbimus lumen. And it means, in your light, we shall see the light. Now, in 1842, when Ohio Wesleyan was founded, you would have been studying in your dorm without electrical light, right? Maybe by candlelight, some gas. Do not do that in your dorms today. Just saying. But the light on the seal of our motto looks like the Olympic torch. It's really cool. And I want you to think about it, and we're all going to think about it as a light that is lighting your path here at Ohio Wesleyan. The metaphor of light through learning is so powerful. We want you to not only see and be different because of your learning here at Ohio Wesleyan, but here's the thing you might not realize. You are going to change us. By your presence here, by the way you show up, by your spirit in your learning, you change this place, you change us, you are a part of this history from this moment on. There are really three ways to see the light. First, the light of learning that illuminates. What do you want to know? What do you want to see? What problems do you want to solve? And you're going to solve some really interesting ones in the first year seminar, wicked problems. What wrongs do you want to right? The light of doing or experiences that illuminate. What's the thing you need to do or you'll burst? That's what college is for, figuring that out. And the light of becoming that illuminates. Who do you want to be? What do you want to serve? Whom do you want to love? Who do you want to lift up? A few years ago, Amanda Gorman, the first person who was named the National Poet Laureate, read her poem during the inauguration, The Hill We Climb. And it goes, "For there is always light, if only we're brave enough to see it, and if only we're brave enough to be it." The famous abolitionist Frederick Douglass spoke at Ohio Wesleyan and the city of Delaware multiple times, not once, multiple times. And when you walk into Delaware, our beautiful little town, you'll see plaques, and you should stop and read them, and you'll see his name, and you'll see his name on the plaque at University Hall. His life's work was about abolition and ending slavery, and he proclaimed, sometimes it is not light we need, but fire. When we see wrongs that need to be righted, sometimes we need not light, but fire. Internal fire and fortitude. And that takes bravery. Ohio Wesleyan is calling you to be brave enough to see the light and brave enough to be it.
Students, today you will join tens of thousands of Ohio Wesleyan students who have come before you. Since 1842, they have stood in this very spot and in these same buildings, and they're beautiful. They have explored and studied humanity's greatest ideas. This is a place, it's rich in history. And these walls, they hold stories of all who came before you and all who will come after you. As will you, they struggled with new concepts, the great questions of life, and the responsibilities of informed citizenship. And like them, you are going to be challenged here in many ways. You're going to hear things which you may disagree, and those things might even make you mad. You're going to meet people who are very different from you. You're going to study things that may be very difficult to learn. You're going to disagree with your roommate from time to time. Be frustrated that the world, and yes, even this university, are imperfect places. Good.
We're here to both challenge you and to support you. Indeed, both of those things, challenge and support, they must happen if you're to grow, and I hope that you want to grow. You may hear the term sense of belonging while you're here. We strive hard to help students feel like this is a place where they belong, where they believe that they matter to each other and to the university. And yet the onus to develop a sense of belonging is also on each one of you as students. When you join student organizations, you meet people in your residence halls, you spend time with people on your athletic teams, study with other students in your classes, show up at campus events, go see your faculty member during office hours, you are taking important steps to connect with others, and in so doing, laying the necessary groundwork to develop a sense of belonging here. Sense of belonging actually develops, and this is important, on a micro level before it develops at a macro level. And these smaller communities where people begin to matter to one another. I'm going to move along because I think the skies are starting to tell us that we need to move along. So I want you to read after me. If you will follow along in your program, this is the student commitment. The student promise. I just want you to read along with me. I will embrace opportunities for academic growth, leadership, and service that have a positive impact on me and the Ohio Wesleyan community. I will value the time that I have been given to explore my interests and passions with an open mind to new possibilities. I will respect each individual person and appreciate their unique perspectives regardless of appearance, ethnicity, faith, gender, ability, sexual orientation, or social standing. I will contribute my talents, gifts, and ideas towards strengthening this campus community and, as I am able, improving the world. Thank you. Now please join Rachel Mador, class of 24, and the OWU Marching Band, led by Dr. Chris Lysak, as they lead us in singing the Ohio Wesleyan alma mater. Rachel?
So this is the point where we do the traditional first lap of campus, and I think if we try it right now, we are going to be swimming it. So we are going to postpone that until Monday. I am so sorry, we want to keep everyone safe. But what I will do is ring in the new year properly with the ceremonial bell. So when Ohio Wesleyan University was established in 1842, the founders acquired this very bell. And every year, this bell has rung at Convocation and at commencement. And so in a minute, I'm going to ring that bell. And the next time that we ring this bell when we're all standing here together, that's going to be the point 4 years from now when you're graduating. So thank you again. Let's have an amazing year, and go Bishops.